Hello. Welcome to the inaugural episode of 360 Business. This is the show premised on the idea that small businesses are the engine of a growing economy. We hope to inspire as many people as we can, young people in particular, to start their own businesses and to empower them with the tools that they need to be successful entrepreneurs. In this first episode, we will be interviewing Mr. Jeffrey Molokoane, owner of Ditsibi Motor Engineering and Ditsibi Leatherworks. He's been in the business for close to 30 years and he has many lessons to teach us. Enjoy the show. Hello. Welcome to 360 Business, a show dedicated to showcasing, celebrating, and learning from entrepreneurs who hail from the townships. Today, we have the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Jeffrey Molokoane, an entrepreneur from the township of Ga-Rankuwa, whose business spans motor engineering and leatherworks. Mr. Molokoane, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on your program, 360. My name is Jeffrey Molokoane, born in Ga-Rankuwa. Then I've spent most of my time in Ga-Rankuwa. I've actually lived my life in Ga-Rankuwa and I went to school in Ga-Rankuwa, and then I grew up in Ga-Rankuwa, spent actually my entire life it has been Ga-Rankuwa. So I'm the one who's responsible for Ditsibi Motor Engineering and Leatherworks.
Thank you very much. Okay, you are from Ga-Rankuwa, but surely there was a process from the time you were born up until you got here. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about your educational background?
Yes, myself, I started my schooling at the Ikahi Lower Primary School in Zone 2. It's where actually we lived most of our life, me and my family. And then from Ikahi, I went to Tsilatswim. From Tsilatswim,
is that the middle school?
It's a middle school. And then from there, I went to Tuta Tebe. And then from Tuta Tebe, I went to Mudiri High School. Is where I matriculated.
Oh, famous high school.
From Mudiri, I was recruited by the then Bukutatsona Transport Holdings because I wanted to do a diesel mechanics. But when I got there, we were introduced to motor engineering. And motor engineering is about engine reconditioning. So hence, when you come here, then you saw that I'm running my business in two streams. That is Ditsibi Leatherworks and Ditsibi Motor Engineering. Why Ditsibi Leatherworks? When I was still growing, I was introduced to leather products manufacturing by a friend of mine, Mr. Abraham Mokebe in Makapanstad. We used to have a small workshop in town there. So I used to go there and learn how to manufacture men's and ladies' belts using veg-tanned leather.
So you did not go to school?
I didn't go to school. Actually, he introduced me. And then I can actually say most of the things I'm self-taught. Because as you can see, I haven't heard of seen a school where they teach leather products manufacturing. So it has been my dream. After I realized that there is a potential in leather products manufacturing, so it has been my dream to have my business being run in two streams. That is engineering and leatherworks.
Wow.
Yes.
Are these some of the products?
These are some of the products that we manufacture. But I remember when I started, because I was using, most of the time I was using veg-tanned leather. It was a little bit hard.
What is that?
Veg-tanned leather is another leather which is used to make dog's belts and the horse harnesses. So it's very strong and it's very hard. It's one which I started with. So these bags, for me to start making these bags, some customers, they wanted some backpacks, and you can't use a hard leather to make a backpack. Yes.
So, what type of leather is this one?
This is a bovine leather. It's a cow skin, this one. When this leather is made, during the process of selling the leather, they decide whether you want to make it hard, you want to make it soft or what.
Okay.
So there are tanneries in South Africa where we source our leather from.
Yes.
Like this one, we buy from our local tanneries.
Okay.
They decide whether to make it for handbags or for furniture or for cars.
Okay.
Yes, but this one was specifically for handbags.
Okay. And this is a laptop bag.
This is a laptop bag. It has got a pocket to put your accessories for the laptop,
Yeah.
like your cables, and then inside here you see it is padded so that when your bag, if it can fall,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, this is very nice.
the laptop doesn't break. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
At Ditsibi Leatherworks, we don't only manufacture handbags. We do like ostrich belts, we do crocodile belts,
Yes.
we still do veg belts.
Wow.
And then we do shoes as well. As you can see, I've got a crocodile shoe.
This is a crocodile shoe.
There's a crocodile shoe, but what I did here, I mixed crocodile skin and then I mixed it with ostrich shin.
Oh, okay.
Ostrich shin is the leg of an ostrich.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So from start to finish, this is made in your factory?
Yes, we make it from Ditsibi Leatherworks in Ga-Rankuwa Industrial.
Wow. How much would I have to pay for this?
For a shoe like this one, you will pay 3,500.
This is leather.
This is
not...
genuine leather. Actually, I can say almost 98% is leather there. The only thing which is not leather is the rubber at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes. And then all the material are locally sourced.
Yeah.
We are proudly South Africans, and then we want people to support our local brands.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Which came first? Is this the leather or the engineering works?
Actually, the leather works came first because I remember in 1997
Yes.
is when I started producing leather products seriously so.
Oh, okay.
I was a lecturer at the Automotive Power Center.
Yeah.
So I used to make bags and was selling them to my friends, my colleagues at the college there.
Yeah.
And then during that time, when I got home, I would continue with my production. But at the college there, I was teaching motor engineering.
Okay.
Because remember, where I already told you that I served my apprenticeship with the then Transport Holdings.
Oh, after you matriculated.
I was recruited by the then bus company,
Okay.
which was called BTH.
Okay.
But they had their own engineering company where they recondition engines for the buses.
Okay.
So I spent almost about 7 years there.
Okay.
Is where I matriculated. You remember after matric, I did apprenticeship, I did my end courses,
Okay.
and then from there I became an artisan while I was working at the engineering company there.
Okay.
So I heard that there is a college next to Murulasan, which that time they used to call it Automotive Power Center.
Yeah, manpower.
Is where I applied to teach motor engineering.
Okay.
So I worked there for 11 years.
You were a lecturer there?
I was a lecturer there.
Okay.
I was teaching maths. And then after teaching maths in the classes, then I will go and teach practicals in the workshops there.
Yes.
Yes. And then, but after working for about 11 years, I could feel that I needed to start my own business.
Yeah.
Is when I came out and then I said, no, let me start Ditsibi Motor Engineering and Ditsibi Leatherworks.
Okay. So you started with Leatherworks?
I started with Leatherworks.
How is it going?
Then from there, I bought a surface grinding machine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing Leatherworks this side and doing cylinder heads. And then as time goes by, I think maybe after 2 or 3 years, then I bought other machines for the engineering because I wanted a complete workshop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you started small?
I started small now. During that time, when I started, I remember I used to work in a 300 square meter workshop.
Yeah.
As we speak now, as you can see, I'm working in a 5,000 square meter workshop.
Wow.
And then we employ, I remember when I started in the engineering, I had about 8 employees. And then in the leatherwork section, I used to have about 36 employees.
Wow.
But after COVID,
COVID was a problem for me.
Yeah, it was a problem for most of us. I remember we had to retrench almost half in engineering, also half in the leatherworks. It's still the problem now, but I think we are busy recovering. And then with the exposure that you guys are giving us, I think the business will start booming again.
Yeah. No, I'm inspired because you say you actually started small. In fact, I'm teasing out the 3 lessons from your story. When you finished matric, you actually went to work for someone, which is where you learned Leatherworks.
Yes, actually, when I finished matric.
Yeah, you did your N what?
Yes, and then I was introduced to this guy actually while I was still at school. Yeah, I mean about the Leatherworks issue. Yeah. When I was still doing my matric, is when I was introduced to Mr. Abraham Mukebe, who taught me how to do men's belts. Yeah. But why I was interested in making this leather products like your bags and all these things, it was after, during the time when I was doing an apprenticeship, I did engineering, drawing, and design. Okay. From that subject, I could know how to design and make products. So me, instead of making metal projects or making all these other products from the metal, so I was just thinking about leather because I was fascinated and had passion with leather. So that is why I'm making all these products. So you learned a skill that was transferable to other areas. Yes. Okay. Advise me. I'm a young entrepreneur. I want to do big things, but I'm just starting out. I come to you for advice. What I've heard so far is that we must not be afraid to start small. You must be hands-on, learn from someone else. Actually, you must, as a person, normally what I tell those who want to be like me, or if you've got that entrepreneurial spirit, I will say you must know what is it that you want to do. And then you must have passion. You mustn't just do something because somebody is doing it. Yeah. Because it goes with passion and if you really want to know about it, you want to learn, you must have a positive mind, and then you must be prepared to learn. Yeah, but above all, is being passionate about what you want to do. And you must set yourself goals that I'm starting this and I want to achieve it after a certain period. And that's the most important thing, right? Attitude and passion. Yes. Okay, let's get into your story. So you started working here in the Zone 15 Industrial Park, 1997. That's when you started your business here. Yes, actually, I was recruited by Bophuthatswana National Industrial Development Corporation. Those guys, we used to work from home, and then they identified us. So I started working in a 240 square meter workshop there at the Ga-Rankuwa, next to, we call it Stand 11, here in Ga-Rankuwa there. Is where most of the small business people started. Was that an incubation? Yeah, it was like an incubation sort of. But I will tell you that you are in this small space, we're gonna teach you how to run your business. And then if you are serious about your business, you can grow big, and then you can end up running your business in a big workshop. So I started in 240, I moved to a 360. Now I'm in this big one, but it has also got its own challenges. Yeah. So Bophuthatswana, well, what was called Bophuthatswana at the time, they were very serious about incubating entrepreneurship, supporting them, empowering them as much as they could with the resources they had. And I'm very much thankful because they had a vision of empowering the youth during that time. So I'm one of the products of that system that they had. Is there anything similar to that now? I feel like we're being neglected somehow because there is no that thing of development. Yeah. But I will take it upon myself. Yeah. That I need to empower the upcoming entrepreneurs. Yeah. That is why if I think by now you have already seen that I'm talking to the entrepreneurs. I give training for those who want to be trained as well. Yes, that's why we're here. Okay. Well, this is big for me because I'm a resident of Ga-Rankuwa. Yes. And I see this industrial park, Zone 15, and I'm told that big companies used to be here. Abo Goma started here as a small furniture business. Yes, but then went, at some point was the second largest
furniture manufacturer in the whole world under Steinhoff. And it started here.
Yes.
And then even Abu Ahmed Mashaba started here. But I don't see that now. All I see is just derelict buildings. There's no jobs for young people. It's a ghost city now. And so it hurts me to know that once upon a time, the government was serious about using this as an incubation hub, taking people with ideas and helping them.
You know, Sylvester, what I can tell you, we feel like somebody's neglecting this park. Remember, almost 98% of this park belongs to, now it belongs to Northwest Development Corporation. So I see a very serious neglect of these factories. Some guys who used to operate in these factories, they had to leave because they complained about security. People will come in the evening, they will steal, they will break into their workshops. So, you know, and then during the day, you remember we used to have serious uprisings. So that is why most of the factories decided to move out of this industrial park. But with Goma, the biggest one, I'm not sure what was the problem, because during that time, I thought they were doing good business. But a friend of mine just told me that they complained about the union. So because the union was fighting for better wages. So Goma decided to move to another country. I was told, I'm not sure, I was told that they moved to Botswana or one of the African neighboring countries. But the recent one that I know about is Bada. Bada, when they moved out, they said that because of the unrest which were taking place time and again, there is no way that they contribute because it was disrupting their production.
So just for context, Bada is the engineering firm that's supplying BMW with leather.
No, actually, Bada is a tannery.
Yeah, it's a tannery.
Yeah, they tan the leather, but they supply. Remember, Bada actually is a German-based company. So they do leather for Mercedes-Benz and BMW. That is their main biggest clients.
So all the leather that we get in these premium cars, they were produced here.
Yes, in Ga-Rankuwa Industrial Park by Bada. But Bada moved to Roslyn. Yes.
Sure, now
so myself as an entrepreneur, actually I'm just concerned about all these companies relocating, but some closing down. So by you coming here and then interviewing me, maybe we can attract some other people who will come here and then help us resuscitate this industrial park.
No, I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
No, thanks. I would really much appreciate
Sylvester. But before then, you said I'm teasing out a number of things. One, you said you feel that the government is neglecting us. But then two, you said the community does not seem to be appreciating this asset the way we should. You said at night, people come and they steal. During the day, there are protests. It's almost as if we as the community don't see this for the valuable asset it is. Are you able to say anything to that?
Yes, I'm thinking, actually, it is my wish that our community, most especially the Ga-Rankuwa residents, because this park used to be vibrant and most of our people were working from this area. Around in the morning, you will see buses, taxis, making noise, coming and taking people away. Some, you know, we used to have even shifts.
Even
double shifts, 3 shifts. So
there were a lot of jobs here.
It was, the park was busy. So that's why I'm saying if our community can stand up and then we fight for this area. There is a project that I've embarked on I've just called some people that who are very serious to see this park being resuscitated. We are just trying to see if we can try and bring Goma back, even if we don't bring Goma back, but we get people with expertise that can start manufacturing furniture. Remember at Ditsibi Leatherworks, I'm manufacturing and repairing couches, repairing office furniture, but on a small scale. It is my dream also to get people who can say, let's hold hands and then start Goma again. And then also the Bada tannery. If we want to start our own tannery, we can do that as blacks. most especially around Ga-Rankuwa here.
Yeah.
It's not only that. We can identify other places. We used to have a place where they were manufacturing polish.
Yeah.
They used to call it Pazima. We've got Malau, they manufacture bed.
Yeah, Malau bedding.
You know, Malau bedding, yes. We can definitely make this part to work.
Yeah.
We had our own people who were doing silk screening here. So they also had to move out because of vandalism. Yes.
Okay. So just to nail this point down, earlier this year, it must have been around January, we were called as a community. You know, someone sounded a whistle and said, there's a firm called Feltex. Before the December holidays, it was in very good, pristine condition. And then between somewhere 27th of December to the 5th of January, it was a different building altogether. Furniture taken out, cables stolen. I mean, it's not. I don't understand how that works. And the tragic thing we heard from the management of this place is that an international company had inquired about the place. They had reached an agreement. They were just about to move in and employ about 200 people. But then when they came to inspect it in January, it's not the building that they left. It was just a rundown shack.
I remember that story.
So 200 people lost out on jobs.
They did, yeah. I remember, it's very pathetic. I remember I also had to go there and try to help protect.
Yeah.
But there was nothing that we could do. We found the police, they were there. Normally what these people will do, they will come and take whatever they take from the building. And then the police will come, they will run away. But the police, because after they have chased them, the police, after they have left, they come back.
Yeah, it's very tiring.
They sack the plates, and then anything, they want to lay their hand on copper.
Yeah, copper.
Yeah. They will start with copper. From there, they will take the zinc, anything that they can put their hands on. Of recent, now they are taking the bricks now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm not sure if the government, and I think the government, our government knows that about what is happening actually here. But I wish the Minister of Small Business can come and help us here.
Okay, but from my conversations with you elsewhere and at other times, I understand that you've brought together a team and you're trying to raise investment and start an incubation center where you can help young people start their own companies, have mentoring, have financing, have the kind of support that will see them becoming world-class leaders of business.
Yes, I've just spoken to one of the guys. We call ourselves, that organization, we call it Ditsibi Trust. So this is my dream to see us helping all the young entrepreneurs. We want to work with the graduates from the universities, most especially those who are studying something to do with business. And then those who've got ideas. But we want to put our emphasis most especially on manufacturing. Because with manufacturing, you can support local and then you can even export to international markets. So if we've got entrepreneurs who are really serious about joining hands with us, we will welcome them. Remember myself as an entrepreneur, like I told you, presently in my engineering workshop, we specialize in reconditioning of both diesel and petrol engines. So our local mechanics, they bring engine components for us to recondition. We also have some apprentices that we are sponsoring. As I'm speaking to you now, we've got 2 guys who are doing diesel mechanic. They are with Molokoane, FET College. I've got good news that they got another promise to be employed by the biggest company, which is doing excavators. So, but that company will also give us some engineering components for us to recondition. And then we also got, in the engineering section, we've got the motor mechanics section. We've got a contract with ESCOM. We service their motor vehicles. And then we've got a contract with South African Police Services. We recondition their vehicles. And then also Department of Transport. That is the core business that we're doing in the engineering section. But also in that section, we've got our own challenges. We need those contracts. When I say contract, it's like you're just a service provider. But for us to get that job is another problem. You can stay almost 2 to 6 months without even getting one job from them, from those departments that I spoke about. So for now, we're just relying on our local people who are supporting the business. And I plead with our local business to support people like us. Because when the business grows, then we employ our own. Yes, I remember some of the students who are studying engineering, mechanical engineering, they used to come here to do their P1 and their P2 using our machines in the engineering section. And then in the Leatherworks section, we manufacture handbags, we manufacture belts, we manufacture shoes, anything with leather. If you say we want something like this, we can manufacture it for you. The chairs that you are sitting on have been manufactured at the Leatherworks section. We also do couches from scratch. We also recondition, we actually refurbish motor car seats. So it's like a one-stop shop here at Ditsibi. Sure.
Okay. So, what can you say then? What's the last thing you want to say to a young person who's staying at home, who maybe is not working, feeling despondent, a bit hopeless, feels like there's no hope in this country?
Actually, what I can say to somebody who feels like there is no future in South Africa, I will say to you, the first thing is education. You need to go to school, identify the career that you think it will work for you. And then in terms of career path, I want to tell our youth that don't do something that the industry will never absorb you. I was talking to one guy, we attended the workshop of Productivity SA. So we were just speaking to one guy. I said to him that, we need to have a database of industrial parks of the things that we are doing and the skills that we require, so that ourselves and the training institutions, we tell them what is it that we need. Because our students, they just do careers that are not suitable for what we need. Like as I'm speaking to you, I'm looking for somebody who can grind crankshaft. We call them motor machinists. We lack motor machinists. If I can get one today, he will be hired. We lack people who can manufacture leather products in South Africa. So that's the skills that we're looking for. Hence, what I've decided myself, I will run my business at the same time. I will train. So we are busy trying to get funds for the training section of my business, both Leatherworks and motor engineering.
Wow, that's a powerful point. That's a powerful point, because I learned from my studies in varsity that the unemployment problem in South Africa is what is referred to as structural unemployment. Which means that there are lots of vacancies for jobs, but not enough people to fill them.
Yes, you are right.
So I was interested when I heard the Minister of Education, was it sometime last year, played. He says NSFAS now has to really prioritize the jobs we lack, the skills we don't have in the economy, instead of just handing out bursaries to everyone who wants it. Maybe start aligning them with what we want.
You are right.
So that speaks to that.
You are right, Sylvester, because when I was a lecturer at the Audi College there, which is now called the
Tshwane South. Is it Tshwane North?
Tshwane North. We used to have classrooms where we were teaching theory. And then after the students, we have taught them theory, they will go to the workshop, we'll teach them the practicals. But if you go there now and see the state of the workshops there, you will cry. I was there, all the shops, almost I think about 80% of the shops are locked. Nothing is happening there. And those are the skills that we need.
Those are the skills.
I remember we used to train. We will train you until you become an artisan.
Yeah.
There is still this place called Olifantsfontein Traders Center where they test you according to the trade that you have learned. So we will train you at the college there, but when you get there, you will pass and get your red ticket, which qualifies that you are a qualified artisan. Yeah. So I wish somebody who's responsible now as the Minister of Higher Education can consult with people like us who are artisans who used to work there in that type of a setup, because we need to resuscitate and get those workshops running again.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Well, this has been an enlightening conversation. Thank you very much, Mr. Molokoane, for making time to share your journey with us.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Hello again. We hope you've enjoyed this inaugural episode of 360 Business. We hope you've teased out many lessons that can help you in your entrepreneurial journey. We hope you're inspired and that you're ready to get up and build something that everybody wants. I want to extend a special gratitude to the National Film and Video Foundation for the generous grant that they gave towards production of this show. I also want to thank Mr. Victor Manamela, an entrepreneur from the community of Ga-Rankuwa, who will be responsible for distributing this show on the Automotive platforms. I also want to thank Percy Cannon on camera. Look out for his channel, Red Live Studios, and come back for another episode. Thank you.